This video has been made possible by RSH E-Sport Company. Check more about it in the description below. What's up guys, it's me Janne here, back again for another video, and in today's video I will be taking a look at 3 corner sequences where it makes me feel like an absolute professional driver when I nail those corner sequences. And these corner sequences are on gravel stages and on original format stages, so maybe there's potential for making this video on another surface or in BTB stages in the future as well. And these are not per se like the most difficult corner sequences or anything, but just something that really makes you feel like you actually know what you're doing behind the wheel when you nail these corner sequences. And in today's video I will be driving the Ford Fiesta Rally 2 car, and a big thanks for Jonas Lönn for providing me with setups for this car as well. But without further ado, let's hop on to the first corner sequence so we can begin our list. Alright, here we are for our first corner sequence. We're in Humalamäki, and we have this small crest followed by a right-hander and a left-hander. So we'll turn into the right-hander quite sideways, stop the car, throw it in for the left-hander, and off we go into enjoying the jump straight that is coming up. And now let's take a look from another view as well, and let's take a look at this place in slow motion. We can see that over this first right-hander it goes over a small jump, so that's good to think when thinking of your line through there. And then here on the left-hander it would be very crucial to open it up as much as possible because it is followed by a massive long straight. Let's take another look. So the line is indeed a bit off here in my example. Could have stayed a bit more to the right on the first one, so we could have opened up the left-hander a bit more and carried a bit more speed, maybe even through it. And yeah, obviously you need to take it accordingly in the first corner because it's jumping, and the jump sort of widens your line towards the outside because, you know, cars can't really turn mid-air unless it's fucked up physics of Dirt Rally 1. And then could have stayed a bit more to the right to open up the left-hander a bit more. And then when we stop it here on the exit as well, we can see that there's over a meter of road still to use, and maybe 2 even if you count the ditch as well. But then there's the small rock, so roughly 1 meter, 1.5 meter to use without having to fear for the rock. So ideally you could take this quite a bit faster, but I was struggling a bit because I was talking at the same time while I was driving this. But yeah, this is the first satisfying corner sequence on this list. Alright, for this next one we're here in Sheridan Head, and this is sort of cheating because there's 2 corner sequences in one basically. First we have this left-hander in the right-left, late apex over here, and then we can see the line from ages away that we're just gonna nail it. And then the second one is this left-right, where you need to brake a bit to control the car, and you get this awesome 2-wheel moment there. But if you do it right, it lands on the 4 wheels, and then you can go for this dreaded corner. And just like before, let's take a look from another angle as well, that how it looks. Now for the slow-mo. Here we have the left-hander. Could have taken maybe a slightly later apex still as well. Small tap of the brakes so you get the car rotated nicely, and then you just aim straight through the right and left-handers. And let's take a look at that again, because this is sort of a 2-corner sequence. It's good to aim for apex for roughly around where the banners are on the left-hander. Small tap of the brakes, and now when we stop it here you can already see that there's a straight line through the corners. Your eyes are, or at least my eyes are, always locked in at the straight line through this corner already, like way from here. So it's important that you also visualize a bit beforehand that how you want to drive the corner and which way you're supposed to drive it with the car. So yeah, there's that first bit, and then we move to the second bit, which is maybe even a bit more faster, at least more trickier. We have this left-hander here, braking a bit to get the car turned in, left-hander here, inside line through there, and inside line through this right-hander as well. I don't know if it will be faster to take it a bit more on the outside on the right-hander so the car wouldn't jump as much, but it wouldn't be as satisfying like that. and it's important not to clip the banners there, because that will rotate the car more and that will fuck up your line, and that will result in your car being in the trees there. So one more look, again kind of an late apex here to get the second corner opened up as much as possible, and when it gets to 2 wheels and then it lands, that's just one amazing feeling, and it's the reason why this bit is on this list. Alright, for this final one, we are here in Laahanen in Britain, although in Scotland I think. And we have this left-hander over a jump into a bump into a right-hander, and why it's so satisfying is because this bump turns you into the corner, and that is just amazing. It makes you feel like a true professional driver again, but it's not as impressive on modern cars because the fancy suspensions nowadays just handle them perfectly, but it's very nice corner, especially with an older car where you can feel the car compress in the bump and then it throws you into the right hander. It's just absolutely supreme. But just like before, let's take a look from another angle as well. And again, let's take a look in slow motion of this place. So it's the left hander over a jump, small landing, and then a small bump or jump into the right hander. And as we take a look again, you can see that I'm trying to stay as much to the left after the jump as possible to open up the right hander as much as possible, so I can carry as much speed as possible. And I think I might have said possible so many times in a row that I got in some sort of a world record there. But let's take a look again, and you can notice that I shift the car to the right already before the jump, so the jumps also help the rotation a bit on this corner, but you need to start rotating the car towards the corner before the jump, otherwise it's too late already. And again, not a perfect performance or execution here on this slow-mo either, but hopefully it's still somewhat useful, and it also helps when it's not perfect that you can see that what you could do yourself a bit better than what I did here, and that's also a good way to learn. And there we have it. Those are 3 corner sequences that make you feel like a professional driver when you nail them. And of course there's plenty of more of these as well, so these are not like the top 3 corners that make you feel like a pro. These are just random 3 corners that make you feel like a professional driver when you nail these corners. So obviously there will be loads of more suggestions, and after all, these are still kind of subjective, as you know, like feelings are subjective and opinions are subjective, so there's no like absolute right or wrong on these corner sequence ratings really. But yeah, that is what I thought of today's video, or thought to do for today's video. And once again, big thanks for Jonas Lönn for the Fiesta Rally 2 setups, and you can check his YouTube channel in the description below as well. That's all for now. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. See you again. Bye.